Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because this is just adding insult to injury with everything that's going on right now. And as usual, please comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Chuck Norris. I'll talk about him later. But let's get into this. I have contributors to my channel that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. I have people that are professionals that have done their craft and their work for decades. And I have one man that I've mentioned a bunch of times, but I'm not going to mention his name this time because he sent me a personal note and I wanted to expand on this because this is awful right now. We just had Hurricane Helene, which is going to be the worst storm ever. It's going to far surpass Katrina because of the hundreds of people that are missing right now. You have all these people that have already passed away, that they found, that have perished, and there's going to be a lot more. But the damage is going to be worse. It's just going to continue. But I want to make another point. There is a new hurricane that could be a Category 4 that's going to start from the Gulf of Mexico and sideswipe all of Florida. And this man wrote me and just said, Dan, this is just enough is enough. You know, we get these things and then they jack up our insurance rates, they cancel our insurance policies, they make it so much that it's such a complete debacle to own a home that I am really thinking about selling my home and just getting an annuity and using that money to pay rent every month in a nice house and let the landlord deal with it. Well, think about this. If you're an older professional and you got your kids and grandkids coming over, you want to have a home that you can invite people to for the holidays, and you can have, you know, a weekend party or whatever, or let the grandkids stay with you. But this is just getting to be worse and worse and worse. And I really felt for this guy because, number one, he's a great contributor to the channel, but this is the dilemma right now. And is it worth it to own a home right now? And the problem with it is it's really not in some areas right now. And Florida is going to be the case study for this, because from this, I had another friend that told me that his HOA association just sent him a bill for $14,000. Yeah, we need to termite everybody, and it's going to be $14,000 a unit. Huh? Okay, what do I pay my dues for? Well, this is a different assessment, and this is additional work that we didn't plan on. That's the shenanigans that you have. But this is earthquake country, and you should be ready for this. Milton is going to be there. They say it's going to start hitting land at 8 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday night. So in 2 days. So you have a little bit of a warning, but what do you do if you've just been hit with the hurricane and the stores are closed? And you can't go out and get supplies and protect yourself and sandbags and things like that, because let's face it, there was areas that were hit last time that, you know, that are, the whole state's going to get hit, it looks like, this time. So some people didn't face any damage, and I spoke to, you know, Fran and other people that I know that live in Florida, and they just didn't affect them. But now with this, it's affecting so many people, and they have to deal with this right now. So that's a problem. And
also, you know who else has Brits sports bras? They're expensive though.
So the next thing is that Hurricane Helene has been an absolute disaster. And the added insult to injury is this. There are people out there, and you've got a bunch of stories below that support what I'm about to tell you. And that is, you buy a house and you may not have flood insurance, and then there's a flood. And the problem with how things were rewritten over the course of the last 2 years, you have a lot of insurance companies that are not going to pay out on these claims for these people that think that they have insurance. Now, some of these people live in rural towns that don't have insurance, and they have nothing. There's not going to be any government programs to help them rebuild their homes. There's not going to be able to go out and fix anything in their lives. This is absolutely terrible that these people are living that way. Plus, the death toll that you have right now is awful. It's just, and it's mounting, and like somebody said, when they're missing, you have to assume that these people have perished, and that's the worst part about this. And you have no idea, and the government is doing nothing to help these people. And we have to help these people the best that we can. If we can send them money, if we can send them food and resources, we have to do this, because this is going to only get worse, because you're going to see more hurricanes right now. You're just going to. So think about this. If you have flood insurance, it used to be that maybe you'd pay 1 or 2% of your house's value in a premium to get your house fixed and brought up to speed. What it is today. Well, what if it was now 5%, which it is in most of these houses now, 5% of the home's value. If you have a $200,000 house, 10 grand. $300,000 house is $15,000. It's just crazy. Now, to continue with the theme of insult to injury, think about this. Florida's largest insurance company, Citizens Property Insurance, okay? They just dropped well over 600,000 people this week. Policyholders don't have insurance right now. Hey, effective immediately, you don't have insurance. Honey, we have to get insurance. Now, we don't even know if this person is dealing with that. Oh, check this out. Isn't that nice? It's very festive. Look, they got all the scary stuff there. And then I love this house because he's got it's what everybody needs is a dinosaur in their front yard. Okay? So, it's got the dinosaur there. But, so you have no insurance. These people got rid of their insurance. And as I was saying earlier, these premiums that could be at, 5%, to have this, a lot of these people are going to be told, you don't have insurance. You don't have coverage for this. So, the insurance companies are dragging their feet. The contractors can't get to these people. You cannot service it. But one thing that somebody asked me was, Dan, how many businesses have been destroyed during this time? Who's open right now? That's the thing. You don't know the numbers yet. They can't get in there to figure out the numbers. You have, right now, they say conservatively, the estimate, $65 billion. Well, how? What? They flew a drone over the area and looked at the damage? You have entire cities taken out, entire communities taken out. And this isn't tract homes. You got spots of houses, and they're all gone. They've just been washed away. But when you have, restaurants that both chains are gone, Florida, the Carolinas, I mean, this is terrible. Georgia's got they're decimated. They're decimated. And then you have no FEMA money. This is terrible. And now you're going to get another storm this week. Probably another one, 2 weeks later. I mean, you're going to get a lot of this. But this is how bad it is. Now, here's one other thing that was sent to me about the Homeowners Association debacle right now. That's a complete mess. A particular HOA was told, you can't find people for this. You're a guy who works with his hands. You have a pickup truck. Well, you can't park your pickup truck in your driveway anymore and in our HOA. Guys, I pay my taxes. I pay my bills here. No, can't do it. Can't park work trucks that have the name of your company on it. Well, Florida made an ordinance and a law that you can't do that anymore. You cannot stop people from earning a living and having a work truck as long as it's presentable, it doesn't leak oil, the usual things. This one HOA said, no, we're going to find everybody and tow everybody's car. So people in this nonsense, they have to deal with this. Now, the problem with these HOAs is you get the Gladys Kravitzes of the world and these Karens and Dicks that have nothing but time on their hands. And let me explain the rules to you. I mean, I'm telling you guys, if you saw the Instagram videos and TikTok videos that are real, that I can't share, but there's some guy walking up and going in his little scooter because he's not walking, hey, listen, I don't like the way you park your car. You kind of have it tilted in your driveway. Huh? Get out of here. It's my driveway. I'm washing the car right now. Yeah, listen, this is not that type of neighborhood that we have people parking their cars at an angle like that. Goodbye. But you can't get insurance. People can't eat. There's no water. There's no electricity. Thank God for Elon Musk getting Starlink. I'm going to buy Starlink just because of that, because he did this. So This is where we're at, guys, right now. This is just getting worse right now with all this. But the insult to injury is all these poor people that have nothing, and we have no help for them. This administration has done nothing for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's talk about our sponsor, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is the legendary actor who has been on movies, TV for decades, and he is in tremendous shape. You've seen all the memes about how tough he is, but one thing that he learned was 3 things that completely changed his diet, made his fitness regimen better, and made him be able to work out longer, even in his mid-80s. If you go to chuckdefense.com/Dan, you can see what he did to make this big difference in his life. You know, the older we get, you think that your bloated belly, your joint pain, this is all part of getting older. You can do something about this. Take a look at what Chuck Norris did. He says he feels like he did when he was in his 50s. His wife has used this regimen, and she said that it has made her feel 10 years younger as well. Check it out today. Go to chuckdefense.com/Dan. The best place to get a hold of this is the link below. Use that, check it out, but see the 3 things that Chuck Norris did to make a big difference in his health and in his life. Check it out today. We just gave humanitarian aid to Lebanon, over $80 million. $80 million. They offered the citizens that were affected by Helene $750. And again, on the private channel that I have, we have a private channel with things that we can't talk about other places called iAllegedly Live that you can sign up for. It's great. I absolutely love doing it. And we talked about this because it's insane, because people went down, sent videos over where they went to get this money, and the money's not available right now. What does $750 do for you? How about 80 million? How about FEMA with tractors and people and resources? Nope, 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 nope. Think about this. I pay 50% more for energy than I did 6 months ago. Okay? Not a big house, don't use a lot, you know, so it keeps a comfortable temperature most of the time, but it's increased by 50%. The problem that you have right now is you're going to see people that are going to pay more for energy between now and the end of the year than you've ever seen before. It's going to go up substantially. It's already gone up, they say, on an average of 40%. It's going to go up another 20 to 25%, but there's no inflation. Remember that. It's you. It's your inflationary, you know, fantasy, okay? Nonsense. As I make this video right now, there are over 21 million people right now on just that side of the country, on the eastern side of the country, from central United States to the eastern side of the country, 21 million people that are behind on their energy bills. That is horrible, guys. It's not even cold yet. What do you do to get these people help? How do you fix it? How do you fix it? I don't know. I don't know. But there's no resources for this. FEMA's out of money. FEMA is doing nothing. And then you've got another hurricane coming in. Again, insult to injury. So many of you have already signed up for Bob's webinar. We are having a webinar October 15th with Bob Kudla. He's going to teach stock trading. It's incredibly inexpensive. And you guys have asked for this. You guys have asked for, you know, the different trading. He's going to cover everything. He's going to answer your questions. It's going to be an interactive day, and it's going to be very, very good. And I cannot wait. But you sign up at Bob's Trading Class, bobstradingclass.com. Use the link below to sign up for it, but check it out today. It's what you guys have asked for, and it's here. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. Man of the people, Jamie Dimon, steps forward. He said, we used to be the can-do country in the world. Now we're so bureaucratic. We're just like Europe. Everything's bureaucratic. Everything is a mess. People don't want to work. People don't want to do things for themselves. They want help, and it's more and more difficult to get that help. Now, a couple goes back to the theme of adding insult to injury, lost their house a few years ago to a landslide. Notice I said a few years ago. Story is below. They have been fighting with the bank because the bank has been expecting them to make the mortgage payments during this time. Hey, that payment's due every month. That $3,866 is due every month. Wait a second, guys. You know, we're trying to get the house rebuilt. We're trying to get this done, and we're having difficulty with the insurance company. Well, we don't care. Now, you guys, if this happens, or you know of anybody that this happens to, contact the bank directly. Try to see if the bank will put you in forbearance during this time until it gets resolved, until you get paid from the insurance company, or never get paid from the insurance company. You have to walk away from the house. But there was a veteran or a man in our military who recently had a foreclosure filed for him for $12,500 because his HOA payment wasn't made. He had set up direct payments, and they weren't made while he was overseas, and they wanted to foreclose in the house. Hello, isn't that terrible? Awful, 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 awful. So, you know, guys, it's too much. It really is. It's constant, and it's too much. With the filming of this video, one thing that is awful about Hurricane Milton coming to town in Florida is that they're going to start diverting flights. So if you want to get in and out of Florida, your time is pretty much past. But once again, guys, this is just a warning for all of us. You have to be prepared right now. You have to be prepared. You've got to make sure you have access to money. You have to have money out of the bank. I've had 3 people write me randomly today and tell me, hey, Bank of America just raised my withdrawal limit to $2,000 because I'm a good customer. That's great. Go get $2 grand out of the bank today and have it sitting in a drawer. Hide it and don't tell anybody that you have it there. Make sure you have cash. Make sure you have a proper go bag to get out of your house. Make sure you know where all your important documents are. Make sure you know you have everything that you can that could be needed in the future. It will make your life 1,000 times easier. And please, guys, this is going to get worse. And again, anything that we can do to help these people, please, let's do it. I reached out to Patera from Appalachia's Homestead. I've not heard back from her yet, and I hope to, but I want to know who to donate to, who we can help, so that we can share a link and we can raise some money for these people, because our government is doing nothing for us right now. Nothing. So, like, subscribe, share the channel, and you know, do you work out? Do you work out like this person? Do you swim when it's freezing outside? Okay. I used to run a lot. I don't run like I used to, but this person's swimming in the cold ocean, okay? So take better care of yourself too. Don't forget to do that. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon. And if you have any questions, email me, hello@iallegedly.com. I'll see you soon.